A 17-year-old was arrested in the murder of PNB ROCK. Now, this is getting crazy. Montana White with Miami Mix Show. Y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button right now because TMZ just broke the story. PNB ROCK was murdered by a 17-year-old. Allegedly murdered by a 17-year-old. But a 17-year-old was arrested. Now, they got his father this morning, right? But let's just go with TMZ, what they reported. Law enforcement sources say the 17-year-old son of Freddie T. Roan has been arrested in connection to the shooting of PNB ROCK. TMZ was told the son was the shooter and the father drove the getaway car. The sources say the father and son duo were already at the restaurant in the parking lot when PNB arrived, seemingly removing the possibility that PNB was targeted from a social media post from his girlfriend showing that they were eating at Roscoe's, where they were told after the murder. Well, I'm sorry about that. They were told after the murder that the suspects burned the getaway car. Now, earlier this morning, they showed the mugshot of the father, right, that was involved in it because they said somebody else was still on the run and armed and dangerous, right? Well, once they got the father, I guess he sat in jail long enough and he decided to give up his son because, hey, I don't know if that's what happened, but they arrested his son, and it's a 17-year-old kid, man. What? A father and his son robbed a rapper for his jewelry and killed the rapper and threw away their whole lives. This is not gangbangers. They're not. They might be in the gang. Now, I wouldn't put this past because a dude got a 17-year-old son. He could have definitely been raised in the gang and raising his son in the same fashion, right? But just think, man. This dude sent his son in there on a mission to jack old boy. His son pops him and kills him. Runs out to the car, jumps in the car with a couple of chains. And a murder case that you sped away from with your son. Man, it's getting ridiculous out here. You know what I mean? If you can't even trust adults around children not to lead them into the fire. You feel what I'm talking about? Like, if I'm walking through the parking lot and I see a grown man with a teenager, right? I would think the grown man would have more control over the teenager's actions to keep him out of trouble. Those two I wouldn't fear. You feel what I'm talking about? And those two, my antennas, my spidey senses, they wouldn't pop off on. You feel me? But for this man to be in the parking lot with his son and send his son in there to rob this man for his jewelry, right? And to come out with a murder case, he's going to get exactly what he deserves. Because not only is this punk ass nigga life worth nothing, but he just destroyed the life of his son. It's Montana White with Miami Mix Show, the podcast, hip hop, money, power, and politics. Y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, man. I'm out.